rocks, the place will go crazy.
This is NJIT All Access.
Tim Capstraw back with NJIT head coach Brian Kennedy. And coach, you started ASUN play this past week. You had a good victory against Kennesaw State, and then you stumbled against North Alabama. Give me a little rundown of those games.
We opened up league play against Kennesaw. We had a little rusty first half offensively. Great defensive first half, but we were able to come out in the second half and score 49 points, and I was really happy with our effort in the second half. We traveled down to North Alabama, Florence, Alabama, to play a really, really good North Alabama team. Tony Poulos, coach down there, good friend of mine from Miami. His mentor is Frankie Martin, so you know they're going to play hard and play defense. And they really got after us defensively. We struggled a little bit on offense. It was a tight game back and forth, and we just weren't able to pull it out in the end. All the credit goes to North Alabama. I think a lot of people will have difficulty playing down there in their arena. But we're happy to be back home. We face Lipscomb here in our next game. The team that's picked first in our conference won it last year, so our guys are really excited.
How about Lipscomb? I know they're really good, and I know they got a terrific player in Garrison Matthews. What makes them so special right now? They're like getting national attention.
Well, they deserve it. They went on a Texas swing where they beat SMU and they beat TCU when they were ranked 18th. TCU's back in the top 25 now. Took Louisville to the buzzer, lost by 2 there. They're a senior laden team. So when you talk about college basketball now with all the young kids, 1 and done, 2 and done, whatever it is, they have a group of players that have been with them 3-4 years. And they have a lot of experience under their belt. They're led by Garrison Matthews. Their center Marbury is a terrific player, transfer from Western Kentucky. Left-handed post player who's tremendous. And they have a lot of parts in there. So I think the best thing about them is they're an excellent offensive team. They really move the ball well. And I think their experience and veteran leadership really shows.
Who continues to play at a high level for you right now?
I think our biggest challenge right now is to get everybody playing well at the same time. We've had a couple games now where 1 or 2 guys have stepped up and the other guys. So, but the guys who continue to play well for us, Zach Cooks has just had a fabulous year so far, and he's a fan favorite because he plays with such a spirit and such energy. And everybody looks at him and they look at 5'7", 5'8", and they go, well, that could be me out there, And he has fun when he plays. Abdul Lewis is having a great senior year. He's a double machine, and really playing really well. And the rest of the group is coming along really well. I'm really happy with some of our young kids, the way they've been practicing.
Right.
And I'm an old school coach, so you got to show it in practice before you get into games. But they're starting to merge a little bit, especially Diego Willis. At the guard position for us has really been practicing great. He's worked really hard on his defensive game, which was his biggest obstacle. And I think you'll see him be more of a key component of our team moving forward.
Well, I know you got to take them one game at a time, but for our purposes here on All Access, we also want to talk a little bit about Saturday's game. We'd love to see the WEC get filled up, and the Jacksonville Dolphins come into town. Now, I'm old enough to know. And I remember the old days when they were a Final Four team with Artis Gilmore. Tell me a little bit about the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Don't forget D. Brown when he was down there as well.
Good call.
So
we got mileage.
Yeah. They have a storied history. They're a really good coach. Tony does a great job down there, and I believe don't take me to heart on it, but I think. This is my 3rd year. Our 4 games that we've played each other have been decided by 3 points or less, all 4 games. So, it's always a battle with them. Tony does, like I said, Tony does a really good job with his team. And, they're an offensive team. They have a freshman of the year last year. They have a transfer who sat out, David Bell from Ohio State, a big 6'11" bodied kid. And so they're a formidable opponent, and they're starting to play better right now. They're starting to gel as a team.
2 huge ASUN games this week, both Wednesday and Saturday, and we need all the fan support to get out there, support the Highlanders, protect the WEC. This has been Tim Capstraw along with the terrific NJIT head coach Brian Kennedy for NJIT All Access.
Get your NJIT basketball tickets today by going to NJITtix.com or call 973-596-5555. A 4-ticket family fun pack includes 2 adults, 2 children, and a $10 gift card for the official Highlander Adidas team store. Individual game tickets are as low as $5. For details, go to NJITtix.com. We'll see you at the WEC.